Instagram Followers 101: 15 remarkable ways to get more followers organically and grow your audience quickly. Research has shown that Instagram, with its 500 million daily users, has become the perfect platform for businesses and entrepreneurs eager to connect with a diverse global audience. As a business owner, you can organically build your brand and a loyal Instagram audience by following the 15 tips mentioned in this video. Keep in mind, Instagram can be a highly targetable visual marketing channel for your business, given the platform's excellent tools for photos and videos. But like any social network, there are proper ways to use your Instagram profile, wrong ways, and clever ways. Let's find out about the clever ways. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. How you doing today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. Today I want to talk to you about Instagram follower hacks. 15 remarkable ways to get more followers organically and grow your audience quickly. Number 1, use the proper hashtags. Think about it. Your goal on Instagram is to engage your current audience on a regular basis. But while doing that, you also want to grow your number of real followers. So you want to post a new, interesting, and engaging photos will satisfy the first requirement, which is engage your current audience. But if you want to begin growing your audience, you'll find that hashtagging your photos extremely important. Hashtagging makes it easy for folks to search to find your content if they're searching for specific terms, and they can, when they do, they can find your photos and other content of yours. So which hashtags should you use? Just like with Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, users on Instagram choose certain hashtags over others. If you use popular Instagram hashtags within your photos, you're much more likely to reach new users and be discovered. Now, at the time of this show, there were 20 hashtags that were very, very popular on Instagram. The hashtag love, the Insta good, the photo of the day, fashion Instagram is a great one too, beautiful, happy, cute, like for like, TBT, follow me, pick of the day, follow me, art, selfie, summer, Insta daily, repost, friends and nature. Now those 20 top hashtags have been in the top list for a while now, in the last 3 years, according to our research. So if you look at that list and said none of those hashtags apply to my products or brand, you might be correct. However, using hashtags is one thing. Using the right tags is completely different. Popular tags, like the one that I just gave you, will likely net you additional engagement and likes. However, they will never lead you to increase long-term engagement, new interested followers, or, most important, sales. So if you want to tag your photos properly, you'll need to find and use the most relevant hashtags. And this means doing the proper research, knowing your own business model, knowing the kind of audience you're looking for, to make sure in the end you're using hashtags that not only describe your brand, which is important, but are also being searched for on Instagram. And how do you find those relevant hashtags? There are a lot of tools out there. You can, if you just type Instagram followers on the internet, you'll get a lot of tools that allow you to do that. We're not naming names here, so it's not really, but you have tools that are either free or paid, and some are some are part of something called the CRM, the client relationship management software. So go on the internet and look for that. You can even use Google Keyword Planner or even Instagram app. You can also find, you can actually find related hashtags and their popularity if you search for any of your target keywords directly in the Instagram app. Remember that Instagram is owned by Facebook, so you can also search for popular keywords in Facebook, in the Facebook app. So you want to go through this exercise, trying different keywords that describe your brands and products, building out your hashtag keyword list as you go. Remember though, Instagram, as of the date of this show, allows for a maximum of 30 hashtags per post. Additionally, the popular words will change over time, so you want to make sure that you revisit your hashtag keywords every few months so you're using the best possible terms. One thing I want to say is that you can actually steal hashtag ideas from competitors or similar account that have the kind of following you aspire to. But ultimately, the goal is for you to create your own groups of hashtags that relate to your specific account, right? Let me give you a few pro tips. For every product and product category in your store, try to research the most popular related Instagram hashtag and then come up with 15 or 20 popular hashtags for each category of products that you sell. And try to see the one that is like the 5 ones that are very, very top, the one that are the 5 most popular ones. So you can create a list of popular local specific hashtags that relates to your brand. You can also actually, let's say if you've been posting on Instagram for a while and you feel like the opportunities are not coming your way or you're not able to build your audience, don't be scared here. You can still go back and post a comment with your new hashtag keyword list and watch the likes and followers roll in. What I'm trying to say here is that as any content on the internet, having an Instagram post doesn't mean this is not a static thing. You can change it, you can update it, you can change it. So once you have the right keywords you believe can help you move up the ladder in terms of visibility, in terms of exposure, go back and apply that keyword, that hashtag to your previous post. And while doing the work of researching, organizing, and saving the most applicable and popular hashtags upfront for your profile might help in the long run, it's always good to revisit posts periodically, because we are on the internet and the people's attention span is very limited these days. So a product or a hashtag that was popular a few days earlier might not be popular today. So you need to really adapt to the new circumstance. And by doing that, you'll notice that your content is constantly fresh. And this is where you want to keep it. You want your content to be constantly fresh and updated. And once you do this, you can see followers roll in. Tip number 2. Use the right filters. Keyword hashtags are not the only thing you should pay attention to. So the Instagram community responds to certain photo filters more favorably than others, according to research. So if you use certain preferred filters, you are likely to have a huge impact in your engagement. You're likely to have an increase in your followers. Here are the current 10 most popular filters on Instagram. So you have normal, no filter. You have Clarendon, Juno, Lark, Ludwig, Gingham, Valencia, X-Pro, Lo-Fi, and Amaro. So more importantly than the general Instagram community's favorite filters or your particular audience favorite filters. Again, folks, the idea here is to customize everything. If you're trying to grow your community, you want to be close to what your audience is looking for. So you want to choose your audience's favorite filters. And how do you find that? Doing research, testing, trials and errors, asking people what they like, creating a hashtag, and and continuing to iterate. So the idea here is to engage with your audience and find out what they like and constantly amend or constantly update that knowledge. Number 3, you want to post at the right times. If your goal is to increase your followers organically and quickly, you want to post at the right time. You want to be in the kitchen when the food is ready. Don't come in the Instagram kitchen when there's no food. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of energy, it's a waste of money or resources. You want to be there when your audience is online. Beyond adding the appropriate hashtags and using the best filters to get more Instagram followers, you want to consider the timing of your post. Now, you have several ways of doing this. The best approach involves what? you analyze what has and has not worked for you in the past, and you can get. And by doing this, and Instagram had the Instagram app has an analytics section that allows you to get a detailed analysis of your posting history versus engagement. So by looking at that, you can see the best times of the day and days of the weeks to post. You can also see that there are moments when your community has been interacting, where people post comments, they are very engaged, and you can also get a lot of insights about what kind of products your followers are interested in, what kind of items they would like you to see post more often, what kind of pictures they like. You can also, besides Instagram app, you can also get a social media scheduling tool. There are a lot of them out there. Most of them have a paid subscription model. So I think it's about $10 a month and they allow you to automatically publish your post when your audience is the most engaged. You don't have to sit in front of your computer. The idea here is that if you consider Instagram to be a business venture, then you want to avail yourself of the tools needed to help you boost your followers organically and quickly. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. I hope you are doing wonderful. We are having a conversation here around how to boost your Instagram followers. And if you love this kind of content, please consider subscribing to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you can be informed in real time whenever we post this kind of videos. We do this every single day, rain or shine. Also comment, like, and share this content. Number 4, steal your competitors' followers. Yes, I've said it. You want to steal your competitors' followers. There's nothing illegal about it. There's nothing unethical about it. If somebody loves jazz music and you happen to be in that niche, it doesn't hurt that the person follows 2 or 3 or 4 people in the jazz music niche. It is normal, right? So one of the best ways to find and attract a new following is by seeking out your closest competitors' Instagram accounts and engaging with their audiences. What I'm trying to say here is that, yes, you don't want to steal. I haven't said steal your competitors' content. No. What I'm saying is that you want to steal your competitors' followers. You want to propose to them. You want to suggest to them. You want to show them that you are also great. That you are publishing, you're posting great content, and they should reckon with you. Those people have already shown some level of interest in the products you carry simply by doing what? By following your competitors. Right? If you're selling pizza, somebody has eaten Hawaiian pizza or Italian pizza or whatever pizza, they are open to trying new stuff. So how do you effectively steal your competitors' followers? All you have to do is to engage with them. There are several ways, though, to engage with Instagram users, and the more you put in, the more followers and repeat engagement you'll get out of it. It's kind of easy. It's kind of crazy that some people think that you just have to sit around and just see Instagram's followers roll in. No, my friend, doesn't work that way. It takes a lot of work. It takes smart working. It takes smart work, not a lot of work. But you got to be smart. You got to engage people. You have to follow them. I mean, how do you engage? You can follow a user. You can like a photo. You can comment on a photo. Those are the 3 types of engagement on Instagram. Let me repeat them. Follow, like, and comment. So if you're able to do this correctly, you'll see a lot of people will be interested in working with you. One thing I want to say, though, is that never be afraid of engaging people. Never be afraid to use an emoji or 2 to add some personality to your text. Next, pay for sponsored posts and product reviews. It's kind of important, though, if you want to hack and you want to increase your followers. It doesn't hurt to pay for sponsored posts and product reviews. First, you want to find a list of large accounts in your niche. And chances are, if you are conversant with your niche. You probably know those accounts already. You know those big social media influencers, those Instagram influencers. If you don't find them, there are a lot of tools on the internet that allow you to find influencers in a particular niche. And you can also do a search for your keywords, so that if you do a search for your keywords or a search for your hashtag keywords, you might realize that there are some people who are always popping up, some influencers. And there are a couple of things. So before you choose anyone, please make sure, before you sign a contract for a sponsored post or product reviews with someone, make sure the person has a large following, usually between 20K and 200K followers, that they have an email address in the profile. If there is an email address in the profile, it means the account is open to sponsored post or a shout out in the sponsored story. You want to email and ask their sponsored post pricing. In general, the average rate is around 20 to 50 per post, depending on the size of the following. Having said that, if you sell unique and original products, for example, you may also want to consider sending your product to the influencer to review and post. Usually, the more natural and less advertisement-like the image, the greater the engagement and response. I also want to say that having an influencer strategy costs money. So you don't necessarily need influencers with a massive following to get more followers on Instagram, but rather ones with a high engagement rate. And here, when I'm talking about engagement, I'm talking about likes and comments relative to follower counts, which many influencer marketplace can provide. The next thing you want to use when it comes to increasing your Instagram followers is use GEOTAGs to boost local discovery. Yes, it is important that even though Instagram is a global platform, it is also needed to be seen locally, especially if your business is a local business. You want to be very cognizant of the local trends. You want to know what's really happening locally so that you can thrive on those trends. Besides hashtags, you can also make your Instagram posts and stories discoverable by tagging your location. Either it can be the city you're in, or the venue where the photo was or video was taken in the first place. Locations not only have their own Instagram feed, but also their own story, but also hashtags that you can contribute to when you use a location sticker in your own stories. Local businesses can get the most value by using this strategy. If they use location tags, they can post regularly to these feeds and also engage in with posts from prospective customers who are physically in the vicinity. So by using geotags to boost local discovery, you're not just targeting local customers, you're also targeting outside customers, outside prospects who happen to be in the vicinity, who happen to be around the neighborhood. Number 7, organize your stories into highlights. So whenever a potential follower lands on your business profile, please make sure that you get them in the first few seconds, because you have a very short span of time to convince them to follow you. And one way to do this is by using the highlights feature on your profile to organize your Instagram stories in a way that communicates what your account ultimately is about. Now, remember that stories have a 24-hour lifespan, which means that highlights can be used to give them a second life and entice others to follow you so they don't miss out on more stories in the future. Use story highlights to grow Instagram followers by creating trailers that tease what your account is about, for example. Organizing your stories into themes like the countries you have visited, for instance, if you have a travel account, or the kind of foods you have tasted, if you have a food account or a profile for foodies. You can also use story highlights to grow Instagram followers by explaining your products through pictures and videos. And by promoting your products using swipe up links, you need at least 10K followers and an Instagram business account to do this with your stories. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. We are still having a conversation here around Instagram followers, and I just wanted to say that if you love the content's clarity and quality so far, please consider subscribing to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you hear about us all the time whenever we release a new show. Tip number 8: ask for more followers. This might sound obvious, but listen, if you don't ask, you're not getting anything. So ask for more followers. The same way I just asked you guys to, I just ask the listeners to follow us. By the way, we have an Instagram account also. The show, the Sweetie Kiwi Show, has an Instagram account, so please follow that also. So you need to ask people the same way YouTubers ask their viewers to follow them at the end of the videos. You can also ask viewers to follow you for more content. Sometimes people might really enjoy what you put on Instagram, but they need a nudge before they actually follow you. Number 9, hop on trends. If you see an opportunity, if there's an opportunity there, please align your content with trending topics or hashtags so that you can improve discoverability and engagement. Right? So let's say you have right now, if we are around the holidays, you can ride the wave of a trending topic or event such as the holiday in a relevant way to boost your engagement and brand awareness. Or you can even participate in one of the many hashtag holidays that exist, such as for example, we have the Thanksgiving. It could be hashtag Thanksgiving. You want to mark relevant events in your calendar so you can prepare quality content in advance. Be sure to join the conversation in a meaningful way though. And if you are in doubt, always ask yourself if your target audience will actually pay attention to the trend. So you have a risk here of, when you hop on trends, to lose some subscribers and to gain some. At the end of the day, this is a business decision. This is a strategic decision for you to see the risk-reward ratio. Would you lose more? Would you lose more subscribers, more followers than gain, or the other way around? So you have to think about that. Number 10, organize a giveaway. A giveaway is a great tool, is a great way to gather or to have more followers, and it is great as long as the followers they stick around after the giveaway is over, because a lot of people get into giveaways and then they ask people to follow them on Instagram, and then after the giveaway is over and prizes have been announced, people just unfollow the person on Instagram. So Instagram users are not sticking around, at least based on our experience. They don't stick around unless you have a value proposition that is strong. You are adding value to their life. Your value proposition aligns with the users, with the followers' needs and aspirations, because a lot of folks are interested in giveaways simply for the prize. So you're not having the real followers. You're not having the real people who will stick around. So, but it is interesting. You might want to give it a try. Number 11, post user-generated content. Now, this is called UGC. User-generated content is any type of content. I'm talking here about audio, reviews, photos, videos that you curate from fans or followers. It is essential in your marketing arsenal for getting followers on Instagram, because UGC will help you add a human touch to your brand by featuring real people, real stories that shows your product in real life and builds on to create, in the end, a more comfortable, a more cozier, a more trusting relationship with potential clients. Not only does your audience love their 10, 15, 20 minutes of fame on your Instagram feed, it also helps drive more sales to your online store. So when it comes to creating user-generated content for your online store, you want to start by, and this can be an online store, this could be a website, this can be a blog. It doesn't matter. The concept is the same. You want to, when it comes to creating user-generated content for your online store, you want to start by asking customers to share their favorite experiences and images with your products by creating a branded hashtag feed where customers can post images, by adding a call to action in your Instagram bio, by running a contest, by reaching out to influencers, and by adding an ask for user generated content in your packaging. Remember, the goal of UGC is to show an authentic view of your products. So if some customers send you lower quality photos that still highlights your product's best features, don't be afraid to use them. It adds to the personal part of the whole thing. Number 12, use Instagram Live. This is a cool feature that a lot of people don't know about, but it's very powerful. Live video is the key to running a successful marketing strategy on any social media platform. With Instagram, you can use Instagram Live to stream videos to your followers and engage with them in real time. So when your brain starts a live video stream, a ring encases your profile picture in Instagram stories to tell followers they can check out the stream. So followers will also receive a notification when you start a live video. So once you finish the live stream, you can upload it to your story for 24 hours. Now, Instagram Live, remember, is interactive. So your followers will probably comment while you're live. So you want to try to acknowledge their comments and find ways to get them to participate. It's all about interaction. Some ways to get more followers when using Instagram Live include influencer takeovers, hosting an AMA, that's Ask Me Anything or Q&A, teasing a product launch or update, hosting a talk show, going behind the scenes on your operations, sharing a current event, running product tutorials. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. We are still having a conversation around Instagram follower, how to increase. I'm giving you 15 remarkable ways to get more followers organically and grow your audience quickly. Now, I'd like to talk about the word organically because unfortunately there is a market out there for folks who want to buy followers, and this is, I would just say, never do this. Never, ever buy followers on Instagram or any kind of social media. You want to grow organically. You want the market to validate your offer, the market to validate your brand, the market to validate your product or services. You want to go the long way. You want to grind and get there. So, and those are the tips that I'm showing you. I'm sharing with you in today's show. Number 13, be consistent. Most of your followers won't follow you for what you posted in the past, but for the promise of what you will post in the future, right? So your audience wants to know that they're going to get something from you once they hit that follow button. So you want to have a feed with a consistent theme and a consistent posting schedule so that people have the impression that you are professional. Even a simple pattern can entice new followers as long as it's communicated at first glance to anyone who lands on your profile. Consider your Instagram bio and your last 9 posts as your first impression on Instagram. You want to think about whether they effectively communicate consistency through maybe your colors, the layout, the filters, the personality. Does a clickable link send people to the same homepage every week? Or are you linking out to fun and exciting content too? So the layout of your grid is important, even though many users underestimate it, because you can use the layout of your grid to get creative with the aesthetic of your feed, while also adding a rhythm to your publishing strategy and consistency that's worth following. Many accounts that adopt this approach are often able to spend less effort on creating content by focusing rather on converting visitors into followers. And while doing that, you are also increasing your audience. You are producing text, graphics, or other content with a faster turnaround. And if you can get all these things right, then you are good. You also want to track follower growth, and that's number 14. It's not enough to get Instagram followers if you're losing as many as you're getting them. You want to keep an eye on the rate at which you are growing, as well as how engaged your following is overall. You can use a lot of tools. You have Social Blade. That's a great free tool for analyzing the growth of your following or that of your competitors, showing you the number of followers added and lost over time and on specific days. With an Instagram business account, however, you can also get an Instagram analytics dashboard, which offers valuable insights for free that you will not get anywhere else. You can see how many people are checking out your profile, how many people your posts have reached, what your top posts are, and where most of your followers are from. Geography plays an important role, especially if you're targeting a specific location. You can use the data to diagnose where you're falling short and where you could do more. When tracking follower growth, though, please look for patterns in the posts that were the most engaging and try to replicate that in your future. I want to talk to you now about the last tip here. Build a long-term Instagram growth strategy. All of this is kind of cool. What we talked about is kind of cool, but at some point you need to, and this is the last remarkable way to get more followers organically and grow your audience quickly. You need to have a strategy. A strategy is by definition something long-term, something I would say a little bigger than a tactic. A tactic is by definition something short-term, something narrow-minded, if you will, whereas a strategy is more broad-minded, if I can use the metaphor here. So when it comes to building a long-term strategy, Instagram growth strategy, think about how you want to drive your business growth in the next 6 months, 1 year, and 24 months. How do you get more followers on Instagram for free? You need to have a system, an approach where you find and post in popular hashtags related to your photo, product, or brand. You want to use hashtags in stories. Don't go overboard using too many hashtags. And you don't want to fall for hashtag gimmicks such as, like for like or follow me. No. Your brand is more than that. It's more important than that. It's higher than that. How can you increase your followers on Instagram? You can geotag. You can organize stories. You can post user UGC is important. Again, I'm trying to say here is that this has to be specific. It has to be methodical. It has to be automatic. When you post at the best time, when using Instagram and analytics tools, when collaborating with other brands, all of these things should be part of a strategy. It should be written down. It should be a blueprint. How do you get real followers? Please always update your Instagram bio. You want to connect with potential customers. I said before, you can post and get into the relevant hashtags, but you also need to post relevant and engaging content. In other words, content that is in sync with what your followers are looking for, what they're looking for. You gotta strike the right balance between satisfying your current audience and seeking a new audience, or expanding seeking new followers. And the balance has to be stricken because you don't want to piss off your current audience members by doing things just because you're trying to get new followers. So you need to please, if you will, both parts, your existing followers and your potential followers. And always have a conversation with your followers. Have a conversation, whether through Instagram Live or whether through the comment section or in your posting, in your pictures or in your videos. Have a conversation. Keep them engaged. All right. This is the end of today's conversation. I really appreciated having you around. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.